Welcome to the Zims Max Freeze Intermission Report. This is Billy Heath and Matt Lipsack here on YPHR. We're pregame here interviewing Commander Leo Connelly of District 7 within the Department of Ohio Disabled American Veterans and Susan Krawchyk from Mahoning County Veterans Services. Okay, so we're going to start with Leo. How did your involvement with the Phantoms begin, and what did it do to
it's
get
a
to
funny
this point?
story. It was probably about 3-4 years ago. I happened to go up to Panera Bread up in Warren, and Mr. Crawchyk was up there presenting a $15,000 check to Toys for Tots. And on the way going there, I'd stopped at McDonald's, and I'd gotten a coffee, and there was a box there for autism. And I'd get in the car, and I was driving down the road, and I thought, why not the DAV? We can maybe have a box. So I brought that up to Mr. Crawchyk after we did the picture at the Panera Bread in Warren at that time. And then from there, Ashley Monty is the marketing person for Crawchyk Enterprises. Then Ashley and I had a relationship, and then we said, well, let's try a military appreciation. We can raise some funds to help continue our mission as what we do at the DAV, both Chapter 2 and Chapter 11. So that's how this come about.
Okay. Well, what got you into the different types of veteran assistance programs that you're in? What narrowed it down, or what was the road to get you to where you are now?
What it was it was many years went by, and I didn't even know a lot of it existed, and that's why it's so important that Susan's here today, the director of Mahoning County Veteran Services, because that's how I stumbled on finding out what we had coming benefit-wise, whether it's education, medical, compensation, and I never knew all these benefits existed until I had open heart done, and from that it was just like the dots connected. I went to Veteran Services over there at the time they were on Market Street, and then from there a guy named Tommy Thomas, he was a service officer, did my claim, turned it in, and then I thought maybe I should get involved and start letting other veterans know what is out here for them, and I was very fortunate enough to be able to educate a lot of people the stuff that I didn't realize was there, and it benefits a lot of people.
And you're with District 7 in the Department of Ohio Disabled American Veterans. How many districts are located in Ohio?
In the state of Ohio, there's 877,000 veterans. There's probably 40,000 are disabled American veterans. There's 10 districts. And I have District 7, which takes in Akron, Canton, East Liverpool, Youngstown, and you kind of like work your way up through the ranks as commander of Chapter 2, which that's my home base is Mahoning County DAV. We're over in Austintown, and then you work your way up to district, and then from there you go the executive board, which is the state, and then you become a state commander, and if you want to continue, go to the national. That's
truly remarkable stuff. So now we're going to talk to Susan from the Mahoning County Veterans Services. And Susan, let's give the listeners a look into what you do on a day-to-day basis.
Day-to-day basis, I'm the executive director of Mahoning County Veterans Service Commission. I've been there about 10 years. I started off as a veterans benefits counselor. Like Leo said previously, I had no idea that the office even existed. When I retired from the military, I had no idea the office was there or what benefits were available to me. So as I got hired there, same thing as Leo, how can I help other veterans? Got involved with the Disabled American Veterans. But what we do at the Mahoning County Veterans Service Commission, we transport veterans up to Cleveland, up to Parma, over to Butler, Pennsylvania for their medical appointments. We help with financial assistance, utility assistance, and then we also are advocates for veterans to help them file VA claims for compensation or pension.
That's awesome. I worked with the Veterans Affairs building at YSU, and I know that their problem is people aren't utilizing the Veterans Affairs building that they have to them on campus.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see similar things, or do you guys have a large influx of veterans?
We have a large influx of veterans. Right now there's right under 20,000 veterans just in Mahoning County. We work hand in hand with Rick Williams over at the Veterans Resource Center. Sometimes we'll send a service officer over there just to accommodate the students. If they're there all day long and they can't come over to our office, we make a service officer available to the students if they have any questions about claims or education benefits or whatever benefits the VA has for them.
That's awesome. What type of stuff could you say to a veteran that's perhaps listening right now that isn't involved? Where can they contact you and that kind of stuff?
They can call our office, 330-740-2450. We're down at the old Southside Hospital down on Oak Hill Avenue. If they can't call, they can stop in and ask any questions. Come up to the Disabled American Veterans in Austintown anytime that they're available, and we'll be able to either help them or lead them in the right direction.
Well, Susan and Leo, thank you so much for your time. What do you have going on at the game here tonight?
We're going to do a 50-50 raffle. We're going to auction off the jerseys that the players are wearing. But before we close here, I just want to make sure we send out a special thank you to the Phantom family, the Cavelli family. Troy Looney and AFTA have been more than, we're like family with them. I'm a personal friend of Bruce Olden, so that makes it even that much better for me with my relationship here. But the Disabled American Veterans, both Chapter 2 and Chapter 11, are very thankful. They give us the opportunity to help raise funds to do what we do. And a lot of the funds raised, and that's what we're here tonight to do. I'll give you an example. Chapter 2 fed over 6,600 veterans in 1 year period from money raised. We bought a van up at the Youngstown Hospital, a $31,000 van. The AV paid for it to take veterans back and forth to Cleveland to the hospital. Thanksgiving time, we passed out 150 turkeys. Christmas time, we passed out 200 hams. I think we're on schedule to pass some out for Easter. But this is kind of like just giving the public out here an idea of what we do with the money. Nobody gets paid. Nobody gets a dime. All the hours are volunteer. Most of the members probably put in 15 to 3,000 volunteer hours a year. And it's time away from their family. They love doing it. They love helping veterans. And this is another branch of that tree that helps us do that. So we're very grateful tonight to giving us the opportunity to help the Disabled American Veterans.
Leo Connelly and Susan Krawchyk from some of the Veteran Services departments here in Ohio and Mahoning County, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
having us.